Hi, it's and welcome back to my channel for another bullet journal video. And today we have my monthly plan with me for May 2022, which is baking and baking supply theme. As always, if you are interested in my notebook, I use a dingbat notebook from the Hoaslife collection, and if you want to get yours, you can use my code OAT10 to get 10% off your purchase. So I decided to go with a baking theme for this month because it is my birthday month. I am from the 21st of May. So I just decided to take one of my main hobbies as my theme. I love baking and I used to do it with my grandma when I was younger, so I thought it was a great theme to do. I did birthday cake as my first ever May theme when I first started bullet journaling, so I thought it was a nice throwback to my beginning as a bullet journaler. So for this cover page, you can see a giant stand mixer. I did it in a mint color and the whole setup is kind of pastel themed. With a lot of baby blue, baby pink, and mint color. Those are just colors that I really enjoy, so I decided to really have those as my primary colors. And then there's also a lot of gray as a filler color, I would say. So the stand mixer has the bowl, and the bowl is for my mini calendar, and the top part of the mixer is for my name, and I have a little flower bag and a little spatula. I just thought it was a really cute thing to do. And we are onto my calendar spread, which I am not the biggest fan of. I don't know, I think it's gonna grow on me later, but I think I went a little too minimalistic on it and I'm not a big fan, especially the way I wrote May when you will see it a little bit later. I don't know, my hand was really shaky when I did it, so I don't think it looks really good. Also, there's a little part that is a little blurry. I don't know what happened. But yeah, what I did is my normal calendar, and then I have on top of each column the name of the day of the week, and then on the left part of the spread I have a little thing with spatula, whisk, and stuff like that. The little thing at the bottom after the last 2 days is an egg carton, but I don't think it looks really like one. I don't know. And then I had 2 cookies at the top on the right side. I re-added my goals section. I had it for March, didn't do it for April, decided that I would bring it back for May, and then at the bottom of the spread I just have one of those wooden thing to roll out dough, which I completely forgot the word for, and old school scale, which I thought looked really cool. I spent probably weeks actually just dreading making this theme because I wanted to look so good, so I got overly stressed and like I was just procrastinating it by like just looking doodles instead of actually making them. But I ended up making them and I'm so happy with how everything turned out. But also like, yeah, also it's kind of funny, but I almost forgot to add the numbers in the calendar. I don't know if you catched it, but I was about to flip the page and then I was like, wait a second, I forgot the numbers. So I added them right after. So next we have a new combination of spread. I decided to change things up a little for May Usually I would only have my mood tracker on the right side after the calendar, but I decided that I wanted to save up a page by adding the habits tracker on the left, which is what you can see me do now. And I didn't add the medication tracker and migraine tracker at the bottom. You will see later how I did that, but I decided to be able to have more habits. I don't have that much more, I just have one more, but maybe for next month I will do them a little bit more like all together and like less separated to have more. I don't know, I will see how this works and then I will decide then. But I let the space of the two last ones to be doodles. I have a little cupcake which I think is really cute with how do you call that? I don't remember right now. One of those bags to put icing on it, and then a little thing of sugar, which I thought was pretty fitting. I really like the lettering that I did at the top, and for this month I decided to add all of the numbers in the calendar instead of drawing the lines in between each day, just to try how I like it. Right now I love the way I did it for April, so I just have the calendars with all of the little individual squares, but not the days written in it, and it actually hurts way less to make, so that's a huge plus for the type of calendar that I did for April. But I haven't decided the habits that I want to track for May, so that's why they're not already in the spread. And next we have my mood tracker, which I think it's gonna be so fun to use. So I just have a tiny circle with a mood tracker in all black and the key underneath it. I kept it all black because at the end of the month everything else will be colored, so I thought that it would be a little too overwhelming if that was in color too. So it's an all black and white spread for now. And basically I found 31 doodles of baking, cooking, and ingredients, which took me forever, and like a lot are like twice or 3 times in the spread, but I tried using as many and as little repeat as possible to keep it like pretty fun. But this spread took forever to make, which I mean it's fine, I chose to do it, but I underestimated how long it would take me. Oh, it is a piping bag. Sorry, I just remembered the name of the bag that I talked about before for the icing, which is a piping bag, which there is a few here. I also have a bunch of spatulas, milk cartons, eggs, little bags, like I had the flour, scale, a handheld mixer. I just have everything, like oven gloves. I found everything that I could. I will link down below my Pinterest, and if you want to see where my inspiration come from, I will have board with my inspiration and also my spreads, which is mostly just black and white doodles. There's not really anything fancy to it. I also think that I failed to mention that all of my supplies are always listed in the description box down below, so if you want to know exactly what I use, then you can do that and find them there. And we moved on to my medication tracker and migraine tracker page. So what I did, instead of having both of those trackers at the bottom of my habits tracker, I give them an entire page, and I will have the symptoms tracker on the other side. So I have a big circle, and each layer of that circle is for one medication, and I have 32 little sections. So one for I attributed a letter to each medication and then one for every day of the month. It was so messy to make. I don't know why I am unable to draw a circle. It's something that I cannot do for the life of me. And then I draw in kind of a circle lettering, not circle lettering, but in a circle motion, medication and tracker on the other side, which I think looks so cute. And in the middle of the tracker, I added a little egg bowl, like a bowl with eggs. And then 2 little cookies on the side, and one of those measuring thing for like water, milk, and stuff like that. And also added obviously my medication tracker in the side. And the reason why it is so small is because I do half a square for each day, because I only put like a dot of my pencil pen for each day when I fill it in, or a tiny little cross. And I have the numbers from 1 to 10 for the intensity of the pain. I just keep it really simple, and it just works really well for me. I don't need to have a giant tracker for it to work. And we are moving on to my symptoms tracker. I'm not gonna go into too much detail on this one because I do the same one every single month. It just works for me. I tried the same circle layout that I did for the medication tracker back in December. It wasn't really my thing. I like this way better. So each symptoms gets a column, which are all spread 1 tile apart, and obviously it is 31 tiles upwards, because there's 31 days and there's one for each day. Basically you just fill in for each day for each symptoms, and then on the side I have a place for the intensity, which I have from 0 to 4. And then I have a section for the symptoms. So you will see at the end that I added at the bottom of each column a number, and then those numbers will be also on the side, so I can write next to it all of the symptoms that I want to track. I am currently ill. If you're just stumbling across this video, thank you if you're watching this far, it means a lot. But I am chronically ill, and I need to know how my health is doing on a day-to-day basis to be able to report back to my doctors. So I usually have pretty common symptoms, and I try to keep the same ones over and over again. I usually have paralysis because that's one of my main symptoms. I usually have cold limbs, nausea, constipation, just every day-to-day symptoms that I have that I usually have difference in intensity. So yeah, that's just how I use it. And for the next tracker that we're gonna have, I'm sorry, this is kind of a long video, but for the next tracker, it is my sleep tracker, which if you have seen my channel for a while, you probably know that I have the same sleep tracker every month since I think I started doing this one in like July or maybe even before. So I decided to change things up a little bit and implement an energy tracking system on the side, which I don't recommend doing the way I did because it hurt my hand so bad. I drew 4 circles for each day for the 31 days, so my hand was really sore after this, but I basically just have a little bit less hours. I have only from 7 p.m. the day of to 3 p.m. the next day. I usually don't sleep after 3 p.m. If I have a nap, I have it late in the morning or early in the afternoon, so I thought I would be in the clear. And I thought that it could be interesting to see how my energy level is compared to my sleep. I also added a couple of utensil doodles at the top, which I think are really cute. But I kept it really simple, kept my key at the bottom for the quality of my sleep as well. I've been liking that a lot. So I have for good, okay, and bad, each have a color assigned to it. And when I use my sleep tracker from where to where I slept and how many hours of sleep I had, I can just use the color of the quality of my sleep. I am someone who has a lot of nightmares and just sometimes some insomnia. So it's good to know like how it affects me over time. And overall, a sleep tracker is good for anyone because it helps regulate the sleep pattern, and sometimes just the idea of being able to write a good amount of sleep in there just motivates me to go to bed early. So pro tip, if you want to go to sleep early, start a sleep tracker. But we can move on to the water tracker. This is a pretty self-explanatory. It is used to track how much water you have. So basically you just have, I just made a little big box with water tracker reading at the top with a cupcake and a flower bag. And basically I just have at the top across the page the numbers of glasses of water that I had that day. I know that the cups that I have at home have 250 milliliters, so if I have 4, I drink a liter of water, so that's how I know how much water I have. And something new that I added is a key to see like more visually if I hit my goal, if I went over my goal, and how much water I actually got. So I will tell you next month how I liked it when I will be using it. But I'm really excited to be using this one. But we are almost to the end of this video. Sorry, I've been talking for so long that I can't talk anymore. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will still have a couple close-up for you guys because I have 2 additional spread in this setup. And also something new, I did not record my weekly spread this month. I have been having way too much on my schedule. It was too hard, but you will be able to find them on Instagram and Pinterest as always. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!